A man is under arrest accused of making and selling ghost guns, and police say he was test firing those weapons right in the middle of an Oakland neighborhood. Our crime reporter Henry Lee is joining us now live from the newsroom after talking to people in that neighborhood who felt like they were under siege. Henry?
Alex, this was a frightening situation. Residents repeatedly jarred by rapid gunfire in their neighborhood. Even staff at the nearby Alameda County Coroner's Office heard these shots, but now an arrest and charges against the suspect.
There was a barrage of shooting, like rap, pop, 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 pop.
Elizabeth Jefferson, a nurse, says she's been hearing gunfire on her block in recent weeks in Oakland's Chabot Park neighborhood.
It reminds me of when I was on the military base back home on the war zone.
Another woman who lives nearby and didn't want to go on camera says she was terrified.
I just heard a lot of bullets and I got away from my doors and my windows because I didn't know where they were coming from.
According to Oakland police, it turns out one of their neighbors, 33-year-old Michael Wynn, was responsible.
This individual was manufacturing these weapons, and these weapons more likely would have ended up on the Oakland streets.
Oakland Police Chief LaRon Armstrong says Wynn was also putting many of these guns up for sale, but he apparently needed to make sure these weapons would pass muster with customers.
It was clear that he was test firing these weapons as well with some of the evidence that we recovered inside the property.
It's dangerous because these days we don't know who is our neighbor, and we can end up being dead in our house.
Jefferson showed me a bullet casing that she found on her driveway, possibly from a .30 caliber or AK type weapon. It all began at about 7:45 Tuesday night. Oakland police began receiving many calls about gunshots being fired on Broadmoor View, not far from the Oakland Zoo. The suspect was arrested after police say he came out of his home wearing body armor. Officers say they found a bullet casing in his driveway. Police say they seized at least 20 AR-15 rifles and handguns, all ghost guns, as well as tasers, and a 3D printer that was used to make the weapons. The chief hopes the arrest will give neighbors some measure of peace.
So it really for us was us being able to double down on my commitment back in September to gun violence and focusing on removing guns from our community.
Now in 2022, Oakland police say they recovered about 1,400 guns and about 25% of them were ghost guns. This defendant's been charged by the Alameda County DA with firing a gun with gross negligence, having assault weapons, and making a ghost gun. Live in the newsroom, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
All right, Henry, thank you. Now we go